What is up, Riverdalians? Welcome back to the River's Edge. My name is Hailey, and I'm here with your host, Abby. And
Hey.
today we're going to be talking about meeting the cast and all of Abby's experiences with meeting the cast. So,
Woohoo!
I've only met KJ, but I haven't actually met him in person. I did the Zoom with him. I've had a couple of opportunities, but I don't really have as much flexibility with a lot of that stuff with like my school schedule. And also you live in an area that has a lot more conventions and stuff going on, so you have a little bit more opportunity. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So, first of all, who have you met? I think I think it's for you, you can give a list rather than Carlos, who haven't you met. But
Yeah, yeah. So, I actually have it written down here. And I think this about covers it. I've met Cole Sprouse, Jughead,
hmm
KJ Appa, Archie, Veronica Lodge, Camila Mendez, Locke Monroe, who is Hal Cooper, Skeet Ulrich, who is FP Jones, Casey Cott, who's Kevin Keller,
hmm
Gina Gershon, who is Jughead's mother, Gladys Jones,
hmm
Molly Ringwald, who's Archie's mother,
Yes.
Mary Andrews,
Love
Chad
her.
Michael Murray, who's our favorite cult leader, Edgar Evernever,
Yep.
Jordan Connor, who played Sweet Pea, Martin Cummins, who is Sheriff Keller, Hart Denton, who is Chick, Madeleine Petch, of course, Cheryl Blossom, Carl Walcott, who played Clay Walker in season 7, and Nick Barash, who was Julian Blossom in season 7.
Nick Barrage.
I
Yeah.
think that about covers it. I've been in the same room as some of the others. I have virtually spoken to some of the others,
Yeah.
like Eli Gorey.
Yes.
We
So have
used to
I.
be viewers of his lives on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes. Yes.
And Rob Rocco, he was really close to me once,
hmm
but I was 13 and I didn't have the money to get a
Yeah.
picture
Yeah.
with him. So, but yeah, I
That's
was
crazy.
like within arm's length of him, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
I'd count that. I'd count that, but
Kind of.
like if you haven't had like a real conversation, it's hard to count it. And
Yeah,
also,
it's hard to count it.
yeah, and virtually, I'd count it as more of like a notice, unless it's like the Zoom thing. Like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
DM'd Haley Law and Asha Shanti, who are two of the Pussycats, Melody and Valerie, and I have spoken to them like online, but that's more of like a I'd call it more of a notice rather than me meeting
Yeah,
them because I didn't like
I guess
actually
so.
speak to them actively or like see them in real life. But you have met a lot of people in real life, very
Yes, I have.
and
I'm very
you
blessed.
yes, and I know that you've met a couple of them like multiple times. Like you go
Yeah.
back again and again and again.
Yeah. Not in a
Yeah.
weird way. It's more in like a
Yeah, it's like
it,
a
it's it's hard to describe really unless it's something that you've experienced
yeah.
because from the outside looking in, and I've spoken to multiple people who
hmm
are friendly with Broadway performers,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they have a large fan base. They're in a popular show,
Yeah.
and they get to meet these people, and other fans are like, "Oh, this is weird. Like you go back and you see them more than once." But it's like it's just different when
Yeah.
someone that you admire and look up to knows who you are and you're like a genuine fan. They could
Yeah.
spot that from a mile away.
Yeah.
So it's at that point, it's not that you're friends with them, but it's not like you're parasocial either. It's
Yeah.
like there's a mutual understanding and a mutual respect there.
Yeah.
So when I go back and I meet these people more than once, it's cool because they know who I am. They know
Yeah.
about my collection. And now well, at least Lachlan, because I
Yeah.
seen him recently, he knows about the podcast,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
hmm
Um I'll leave it there. But
Yep.
yeah, it's nice, especially as a dedicated fan to have that, like they know who I am and
Mhm.
not because
Then not in
of
a bad
anything
way.
weird, not in a
Yeah.
bad way. It's like they know like, oh, it's Abby,
hmm
Riverdale collector,
Abby.
super fan.
Yes.
So,
And you
Yeah.
definitely always say, I was about to say, like they can tell when you're a genuine fan. And so
Yeah, they
that's
can.
why, like when people question it, like that's really all you have to say is that they can tell. And also, if you had the opportunity, why wouldn't you take the opportunity multiple times when you had a positive experience with them before? But my question, branching off of that, was who have you met the most? Like, who are the people that you've met and spoken to multiple times, and why those people specifically?
Oh, that's a good one. I have met Cole more than once. I've
Hmm.
met Lachlan more than once, and I've met Skeet more than once.
Yeah.
And Casey as well, but Casey, I'm not sure if he recognized me.
Yeah.
And he's also, in my experience, he's been very shy,
Hmm.
and it's been like after a show Moulin
Oh,
Rouge,
yeah.
and he's nice, but he's
A
not
little
the
timid.
others. Yeah, like he's not the others. And that I'm not saying he was rude or anything. It's just it's different. I've seen him multiple times. That's been
Hmm.
brief, and I've never like,
Hmm.
spoken to him. But Cole and Lachlan and Skeet I've met more than once. And Cole, actually, the first time I ever met Cole was through an Instagram live, and
Hmm.
he guested me. And this was like when the show was still going on. This
Yeah.
was like 2023. And I showed him my collection that I had at that time. And he he's just so cool. He really understands and he really cares about the fans. He really makes you feel like he's not like just in it like the cons or anything. He's not in it just to save face or for the money. Like he's there and he like talks to his fans and he meets his fans. He's good to his fans because he cares.
Hmm.
And I think that's a big part of why I've gone back to meet these people more than once
Hmm.
because they care. Like, and you could tell. And I'm gonna like use this as an example. If anybody here is familiar with GTA, there's one of the actors from GTA who hates GTA, doesn't care about GTA, doesn't care about the fans, but he still goes and he makes the money. He does the Q&As. But like all of the Riverdale people, they love the show, they love the fans, and they're aware that like
Hmm.
the fans are a big part of their like careers, I guess. Like the
Hmm.
fans are a big part of why they are where they are, and they appreciate it. They appreciate us. And when I go and I meet Lachlan and Skeet and Cole, like I know they appreciate me.
Hmm.
And now, because I've met them so many times and I see them, I try to go when they're in the area. They recognize me. It's like we're just catching up. Like Lachlan is a good example. Like I first met him 2019, I was 13 years old, and he's
Hmm.
remembered everything ever since. And
Oh,
like I think that it's so rare to have something like that for sure.
definitely.
And like when you form, I'm not going to use the word friendship, and it's not parasocial either, but it is like a bit of a, like, I guess for lack of a better word, it's like a little bit of like a relationship or like an understanding. Like
Hmm.
they know who I am and they appreciate the support and they're nice and it's cool.
It
I'll
is.
just say that it's cool
It
for
is
sure.
definitely cool. Okay. My next question is, and I feel like I will know your answer to this, but also you might have kind of you might want to say everybody for different
Hmm.
reasons, but who was your favorite to me? Who's your favorite that you've met? And you might want to say everybody,
Well, I
but I
won't
feel like
say
I know your answer, though.
I won't say everybody, but I do have favorites. And I'll say this. Nobody in my experience has been bad from
Hmm.
Riverdale. I
That's
don't think there's anybody in that cast. And I see people say stuff like this all the time, like, "Oh, so and so was such an asshole. So and so was such a jerk. So and so was so rude." But then I go up to them and I meet them and it's like, "Oh my God. Like they're so nice." Like
hmm.
everybody that I've met, like some more than others, I
Hmm.
will say, but
Hmm.
everybody's been nice. But I definitely have favorites. Skeet. is totally up there.
Mhm.
Cole, and
Mhm.
there's so many things we could be here for an entire episode just
Yes.
about Cole Sprouse
Yeah.
because there is very, very few people who have been famous and in the spotlight as long as him
Mhm.
and as much as him
Mhm.
who are genuine, amazing, kind, beautiful souls. He
Mhm.
truly just I could go on and on about him he's because I can't believe it, you know? Like I always think back to I was 13 and I had Cole Sprouse posters all over my room. And now I
Mhm.
go to a con and Cole stands up and he's like, "Oh, hey. Like,
Mhm.
it's you. What's up?"
Mhm.
Like he remembers everything. He's like, "Oh yeah, when's the last time I saw you? What was it
Mhm.
in New York?"
Mhm.
And it's like, "Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never forget. I was at this event in Jersey and I was gonna ask Cole. I was like, "Do you remember me?" I didn't
Mhm.
even have to. He's like, "Oh, hey, I didn't know you were coming." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my God." So Cole is
Hey.
definitely up there.
Mhm.
KJ, he is definitely up there. He was so kind, and that
Yes.
was a total dream come true. He
Mhm.
remembered my collection. He remembered me.
Mhm.
He was just so kind,
Yes,
so
and he
down to
took a
earth to talk
beautiful picture
to.
with me.
Yes, I brought a little photo of Hailey because I was so
Yes.
bummed that she couldn't come with me. And I was like, this is gonna be weird. Not weird, but can you hold this picture of my friend for a picture? And he was like, yeah. And he was like,
Oh.
yeah, sure. So
Oh.
that was definitely up there. But I have to say, and this will make more sense later on
Mhm.
for our listeners,
Mhm.
if you're an avid listener of The River's Edge,
Mhm.
which I hope you are.
Yeah.
Lachlan fucking Monroe. Lachlan fucking Monroe, who is Hal Cooper. I can't say enough good about Lachlan Monroe, and I could cry thinking about it, honestly,
Oh.
because I'll never forget. It was Riverdale Con in New Jersey in 2019, and he put his arm around me, was asking where I was from, and I didn't have enough money to get a picture with him,
Mhm.
and didn't matter. He just treated me with so much kindness, so much just like he was so nice and I it just went so far and then now I've met him more than once
Mhm.
and it just doesn't none of it feels real because when you're such a big fan of something and you look up to the actors, especially when you're young,
Mhm.
because I'm talking about when I was 13 years old.
Mhm.
And then to meet someone and establish a like connection with them that is
Mhm.
so genuine, that comes from a place of just,
Mhm.
genuine and appreciation and love and respect. Something like that is so rare. And it's something that I absolutely do not take for granted.
Mhm.
Not at all. I know that that is rare, and I know that I am so blessed. And I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here. Like, as I say all this stuff, I'm not taking it at all for granted.
Mhm.
I know that this is rare. I
Mhm.
know that this rarely ever happens. I know that the chance of it happening is so very low. So, that being said, I know how blessed I am. And
Mhm.
I thank God for that. And I thank
Mhm.
my lucky stars. I truly do.
Mhm.
Because, like, it could have happened to anybody and it happened to me.
Mhm.
And that is just unbelievable. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yes.
I'll say those
Yeah.
guys are definitely,
Mhm.
definitely the best. Definitely the
Yeah.
nicest.
Okay. And we know he's not anything like his character. I mean, from what you're describing,
Absolutely
he's
not.
nothing like
No,
his character. And
nothing.
that's something with a lot of actors who play villains. And I do theater too. And like our director says, I mean, we did a one act play last year and it was about this really nice old man who was the main character. It's Neighbor Rositsky off of the short story by Willa Cather, and it's about this really nice old man. And the director was saying, and the kid who was playing the really nice old man had just played Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, like the villain. And the director was saying it is so much easier to play villains than to play nice people because most people are not villains. So it's a lot easier to act and be really big about it rather than be such a nice person, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
he's nothing like because you're closer to being a nicer person than to being a like a horrible person. And I thought that that's a really interesting thing. And I think it's interesting how he's nothing like his character. And a lot of people get shocked by that when you like say that, but it doesn't, why would you get shocked like that about that? But
Yeah.
going from that, him being nothing like his character, and honestly, any of the actors who have played villains on this show are nothing like their character. I mean, but who was the most like their character that you've met?
Oh my gosh. Probably Gina Gershon. Um,
Oh, that's
I'm not
funny.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Not that she was mean. I just wasn't impressed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm spoiled with everybody else, but I had her sign my poster
Hmm.
for Riverdale, and then I had her sign a laser disc of a movie she did with Skeet Ulrich called Touch.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I was not impressed with her.
Hmm.
I guess I got the Gladys Jones experience.
Yeah.
She wasn't warm and fuzzy.
Oh, it's funny.
She, I don't think she wasn't touching anybody,
No.
like, which I thought was kind of iffy. And this was this year, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
if this was 2020, it would have been a
Yeah.
different story. If this was 2021, but she wasn't touching anybody. She, I don't know. I wasn't impressed. And yeah, I'll have to
Hmm.
say her.
Yeah. That's so funny. I honestly was expecting you to be like KJ Appa, but that's actually funnier.
Well, I don't know. Because everybody that I've met, I don't know. I feel like for some people, there's really no separation between the actors and the characters. But for me, I cannot look at a picture of Cole Sprouse and
Yeah.
my mind doesn't immediately go, oh, that's Jughead. My
Yeah.
mind goes, oh, that's Cole
That's Cole
Sprouse.
Sprouse.
Like, I see a picture of KJ Appa, even with his red hair, and I'm like, that's KJ.
Yeah.
Like, unless he's in costume, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not like
Yeah.
it's just different. And
Just
so
different mannerisms,
it's
different
different mannerisms,
face,
different like style
all
of talking,
expressions. Yeah.
different yeah, like I don't look at them and I don't think about the characters. Like that doesn't
Definitely.
like I so I have to say Gina Gershon
Yeah,
was
that's funny.
and since, we were talking about like different, the one that was not that
Yeah.
really fucking shocked me. It was so random. I was like, like I didn't know
Hmm.
what to say. Um, Martin Cummins, who's Sheriff Keller,
Yeah.
he does not sound like that in real life. He does not sound like that in real life. Like, I'll never forget. I went up to him, and again, I didn't have enough money to meet him. I was 13 and I was broke at Riverdale Con.
Hmm.
And he put his hand out for me to shake, and he goes, "Hey!" And I was like, "Oh!" I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I was expecting, oh yeah, like his voice to be a little deeper, like it is in the show, not like, "Hey, how are ya?" Like,
Oh, that's
oh shit.
funny.
I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
funny.
I wish I got a picture with him, dude. I wish I had the money back then to do that.
That's
Because he hasn't
funny.
been at a con since then, so
Wow. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, going off
Office.
of that funny experience, what's your funniest memory off the top of your head meeting a cast member?
Ooh, funniest. That's a good one. I think one that sticks out to me was during my duo photo op, and it was in Chicago. It was in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I I got the duo photo op with Cole and Skeet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I walk into the like little booth there, and Cole immediately he's like, "Oh, like hey, what's up? Like you met Skeet?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, a bunch of times." And then Skeet hugs me and he's like, "Hey, I know you." And I'm like, "I would hope so because I've met you like 7 times, but
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that."
I would hope
But
so.
I was like, "I would hope so."
Unless you have like
Um
amnesia, I would hope so.
yeah, I was like, I met you a bunch of times, whatever. And so I was like, can we do a group hug for the photo op pose? And they're like, sure. And then they squeeze me between them so tight. And Cole goes, you're safe now. And I was
Huh.
like, yeah. I was like,
You're
yeah.
safe now.
And then they keep me between them and they like slowly walk me to the exit
Uh,
with me between them in their arms. It was
wow.
so, I
Wow.
don't know. I don't think many people could say that that happened, but
No.
it happened with me and it was
Yep.
great.
Yep.
So, if either of them are listening, thank you for that. I
Yep.
have the picture on my wall and
Hmm.
it's really wonderful. So,
Oh.
yeah, I have a lot of stories, but I think that one's
Yeah. Oh.
probably one of the funniest ones.
Hmm.
And now as I'm listening to this back later, I'll probably be like, "Oh no, I have a one that was funnier." But
Yeah.
that one's pretty funny.
Off the top of your head. Okay. Next question. Who was the first person you met and who was the latest person that you met? I feel like I should have asked that kind of in the beginning, but
No, the first person that I ever met from Riverdale was, I think it was probably, I forget what like time of the day it was, but it was either, I think it was Hart Denton. I think it was Hart
oh,
Denton.
yeah.
And if not, it was Jordan Connor, but I want to say it was Hart Denton,
Hmm.
and he was chick, and
Yes.
he was nice. I can't lie to you though. It was so long ago and it was so brief that I
Hmm.
really don't remember a lot of what happened. I'd love to meet him now,
Yeah.
but I got the photo op and the way that those conventions worked with Creation Entertainment, who
Hmm.
ran the Riverdale Con. I'm not a style like a fan of the style of that,
Hmm.
but it like they have the photo op and then the autograph separate and they
Hmm.
don't have like you get a selfie with them. So I got the photo op with him and then when I was getting his autograph, he told some story, and I don't know, like something about his tattoo, but I remember thinking that it was really cool and it was really nice.
Aw.
And so I told him, and I was like, "Yeah, what you said on stage was really like really nice and everything." And as I'm walking away, he goes, "I love you." I was like,
Oh,
he's like, "I love you too." Okay.
oh, okay.
That was really sweet. That was really sweet. But Jordan Connor, I don't recall saying a word to him. I don't recall him saying a word to me either.
Oh, that's
And it was during
hilarious.
the photo op, and it was me and my friend, who I unfortunately no longer talk to in that picture. But yeah, I don't recall any words being
Jordan
spoken
Connor.
between us, but that I don't
Yep.
know.
Yep.
That was it. That first convention, that's where I met the people for the first time. But the latest, I mean, I the latest I saw Lachlan like 2 days ago,
Hmm.
but I first met him a long time ago, so I don't
Yeah.
think that counts. But the latest, like, newest person that I've met for the first time was KJ
Yeah.
in Atlanta in
Yeah.
July, and that
Kajapa.
was fucking amazing because he's so
Kajapa.
nice.
Kajapa.
Amazing. Meeting
Oh.
KJ was so
Oh.
amazing.
Ah,
I love him. He's so
yeah.
amazing. KJ Appa, please come on our podcast. Really,
KJ
really would love
Appa
that a lot.
actually should come on our podcast.
Yeah.
I had a good chat with him when we talked for 3 minutes.
Yeah, three
I
minutes.
I did have a good
For
I
three
had a good
minutes,
chat.
our Zoom call with KJ Appa.
I did have a
For
good
three
chat with him,
minutes.
and then he took a picture with a little picture of me, which I think is better than if I think it's more funny than if I had a picture with him. Like I think that's funnier.
Well,
Um,
someday you'll get your real one.
yeah, someday I will. Okay, to close out this wonderful episode, we're gonna play a little game.
Oh,
called
shoot.
Kiss Mary Slap, because I didn't want to say Kiss Mary Kill because that's mean, but Kiss Mary Slap is also kind of mean, but slap, who would you kiss, who would you
Okay.
marry, who would you slap? And I just picked th three groups of three random cast members that you listed on your
Okay.
list. So Kiss Mary Slap: Lachlan, Gina, Jordan, Connor.
Oh, well, I'll have to slap Gina. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, um, considering Lachlan Monroe is old enough to be my father, and also he's
Yeah.
already married,
Yeah.
and also that would be weird.
Yeah.
I will give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Okay, okay.
for
That's
the sake
good.
of the game. And I guess I'm marrying Sweet Pea.
Yeah, Jordan Connor. I used to call him Sweat Pea, but with like P-E-E, like Sweat P-E-E
Oh,
as a joke on Amino, because that was like our humor and it was really dumb. Okay, next one. KJ, Cole, Cammy.
oh my God, dude. Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
you gotta slap one of
Um,
them.
in my perfect world, this is really, I don't like this one.
You gotta
Um,
slap one of them. That's why I didn't want to say kill. That's mean.
yeah.
It can be like a playful slap. Like you can
Yeah,
modify it, like how you modified the Lachlan one to kiss him on the cheek.
yeah. Well, I gotta marry KJ. Um,
Yeah,
I gotta marry KJ. I don't know. I just
yeah.
got to. I want to give Cole a kiss on the cheek.
hmm
And Cammy, I'm sorry.
I gotta
She could
playfully
slap
slap
me.
you.
She
Okay,
could slap me.
okay, that works. It doesn't specify, so
It doesn't. She could slap me.
okay, that works. Okay, last one. This one is random. Nick
Okay,
Barash, Carl Walcott, and Molly Ringwald. That one I told you it was random.
dude. Shit. I don't know. Well, I love Clay, so I'll marry
Oh,
him. I'll marry
oh,
Carl Walcott.
oh.
And I will kiss Molly Ringwald on the cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Barash, I will have to slap you. I'm very sorry. You could slap me if you want, but I will have to
Oh,
say slap for Nick Barash. I purely because of Julian Blossom. I know you're not Julian
yeah.
Blossom, and I know you're a nice guy, but I got to.
Orpheus.
Yeah, I will have to say I'm so sorry.
Yes. I literally manifested him being on Riverdale because I saw him as Orpheus in Hades
Yeah.
Town on tour. And then I was like, oh, he kind of looks like Archie. And I always associated Orpheus with Archie because of like the guitar and stuff.
hmm
And I was like, oh, he's like if Archie was Orpheus because he had red hair, and then he was on Riverdale, and then he played
I remember
Archie in
that.
Archie the musical, and I was like, what the frick is this? Why did I
Yeah, they did it
th
for you.
this random man? Why did they actually do it for me? Like why did they actually like get him on for me? Okay, this is the last question, and it's kind of
Okay.
funny. And I was thinking about it when we were talking earlier. Favorite cast member product or company? And it's really only like the girls have like skincare products, but like some of
Oh,
them have like products and companies like Madeline like has modeled for like Skims, hasn't she?
I
Something
don't know. I don't
yes, she did,
fucking.
something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
What's your favorite product or company?
Well, stop, bro. Um, I haven't used any of them. I'm not gonna lie. I have not used Personal Day. I have not used Loops, but I used to work in a store that sold Loops, beauty face
Uh-huh.
mask
Yeah.
products, and I would always make sure they weren't on the floor because
Oh
people
yeah.
are fucking animals and they toss shit on the floor all the time. So
Oh, and
I
they
will say
toss
Loops
Camila
because
Mendes loops on the floor.
yeah, they used to throw them and put them in the wrong places. And so I will say Loops because I've picked a lot of those up and put them
Off
in the
the
right
floor.
spot.
And they're kind of
So
squishy. They're kind of squishy, aren't they? When you
yeah, I
pick
don't
them
know.
up.
Because the others don't really, other than them two, who has a fucking product?
I
Or
don't really
didn't
know.
no, I was gonna say Madeline Petch model for deodorant, but that was Camila. But it wasn't
Oh,
her deodorant.
no, that's like, but it was also like, oh, the things that they modeled for too. Like, I know Charles Melton has modeled for a bunch of things
Yeah,
and done
I
like a
don't
bunch
know.
of commercials for a bunch of things, like KJ's Lacoste ad, kind of.
Oh well, I don't wear men's Lacoste boxers, so I don't
But,
have it as product.
but not like,
Uh,
but like aesthetic wise, would you say KJ's Lacoste ad is your favorite?
of their campaigns, probably.
Okay,
I
okay.
But I
You
haven't
remember
used any of their
Nanem?
product.
Nanem was in the ad.
Oh, the dog. Yes, the dog.
Yes,
The dog.
yeah.
Nanem.
Nanim was in the ad. Yeah.
Or the
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's been a wonderful chat, Abby. Wow, thanks for letting me be the host for a day.
Yeah, of course. It's so weird hearing you say my name.
Oh, yeah, it is. I really don't say your name all that often.
No, you
No,
don't.
I really don't. I don't think I do that to my friends often enough. I don't like affirm them with their name very often. I feel like I should do that.
Yes, Haley.
Oh, yes, Abby, I will. Okay.
It's like weird.
That is weird. I know it feels really weird. It does feel really weird. It's kind of just, it should just be like a given, kind of, but
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's been a wonderful chat. Thanks for telling me about all of your adventures.
of
Um,
course.
and we will see you next week, next
We'll see you
Riverdale
next time, guys. Next
Wednesday.
week,
Next
next Wednesday.
Riverdale Wednesday. Bye,
hmm
Abby.
Bye, Haley. Bye, guys.
Bye.